After Sean Diddy Combs' acquittal of sex trafficking and racketeering charges, the prosecution and defense submitted their prison time recommendations for his prostitution-related convictions. What's next for Sean Diddy Combs? After the 12-person jury in the music mogul's federal trial acquitted him of sex trafficking and racketeering conspiracy, he no longer faces up to life in prison. However, since he was convicted of 2 counts of transportation to engage in prostitution relating to ex-girlfriends Cassie Ventura and a woman who testified under the name Jane, Combs could still face significant jail time. The Bad Boy Records founder was convicted on 2 counts of violating the Mann Act, which could carry as much as 10 years in prison per count. Prosecutor Maureen Kami initially said her team would request the maximum sentence of 20 years to be served in consecutive 10-year sentences. However, prosecutors formally requested 51 to 63 months, about 4 to 5 years, of prison time, according to NBC News. Combs' team is seeking a prison term of 21 to 27 months. Per NBC News, the music mogul's sentence will ultimately include the 9 months he has already served in, as well as the time he serves while awaiting sentencing. Had the rapper who pleaded not guilty to all charges been found guilty on trafficking charges, he would have been facing a mandatory 15-year minimum prison sentence and possibly life in prison for each of the 2 counts. Now that Combs' verdicts have been delivered, U.S. District Judge Arun Subramanian will review both the prosecution and defense's submitted sentencing recommendations, according to NBC News. Next, a probation department will offer a sentencing recommendation after their review of the case. The department will consider multiple factors, including Combs' behavior while being detained throughout his federal trial and the fact that this is his first conviction of this type of charge. Per NBC News, Subramanian will then review that recommendation. The judge is really limited in those sentencing guidelines. Attorney Misty Maris told NBC News, "There's discretion up to that 10 years. But they're going to use those guidelines in order to really pin down what would be appropriate under the circumstances." Despite Combs' defense team's request that he be released on a $1 million bond while willingly surrendering his passport, Subramanian denied their request for bail. Combs will remain behind bars until his sentencing hearing, which is currently scheduled for October 3rd, though the judge has asked for the prosecution and defense to meet on July 8th to discuss a proposal to move up the sentencing date, per NBC News.